So I mean, she really was like born to be a queen. She's beautiful.
She was, and I gotta say, we do have photos of her as like younger. She sort of had an evolution into style, but now she's like totally stylish.
All right, well, thank you. And I know you're sitting here. I'm like, I know you have something to say on this topic. Yeah.
Way to go.
Queen Rania. Yeah. I mean, she really, you know, is she someone that people in your community really emulate?
Very much so.
She's a good role model for women.
She's become a role model for women and for women's suffrage in the Middle East, and she's become an inspiration for a lot of young women and even men in the Middle East. And a lot of what we're going to talk about today is dealing with that.
Exactly. It's all about female empowerment in the music world, which, you know, in and of itself,
we needed a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this is like 10 years ago, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
No, not so much. And I think the age of the internet has really brought on these ideas and ways for people to express themselves, especially in music. But the first one we're going to talk about is kind of controversial in the sense there was this whole story with the Moroccan pop star SAAD LAMJARRED. His name is kind of tough to pronounce.
LAMJARRED.
Yeah, he's starting to let go. Apparently, he had a bit of an altercation we talked about in the past with rape allegations, claiming that he was so famous that people are accusing him of things that he hasn't done.
During he actually went to jail.
He went to jail during his trial time. He wrote this song as kind of "You ruined my life" type thing, and this is like his whole genre, his whole style is breakup songs, and so it felt really good for him to be like, okay, you need to let go.
Right.
You made a mess. And it didn't work out, and this is the video that we're seeing right now.
And also for him, I imagine it's kind of cathartic because it's like helping him let go through.
Yeah, and he came out of it again. This video, his fan base has stayed intact with him even throughout the whole. After they tried to drag him through the mud, so to speak, he came out with 40 million views for this video, which is pretty crazy.
Kind of stands.
But it's still holding strong. Hopefully, those allegations were just allegations.
Right. All right. And Roman by MASHROU.
LEILA.
I love this song.
I love these guys. And they're really become pioneers in the Middle East for women's suffrage and sexual orientation in the Middle East because they want to talk about these issues. They are important. These are important issues, and this song was written about 5 years ago. It didn't make it into their latest album, but they re-released Ibn al-Layl and added it to the track as well.
And is the video new?
And the video is very new. It's gotten over 500,000 views on YouTube so far, but it's really trying to, there's a lot of imagery here of young Arab women in hijab, non-hijab, you know, different forms, dancing and doing all these things that are supposedly wrong and not immoral and whatever. And you see them also, the male characters, you see Hamid Sino taking a back seat, literally taking a back seat in the video.
So the men are now open, so even the men are creatively open-minded to kind of letting them.
The men are kind of taking a back seat and letting the women be the heroines in this video, and they're really trying to empower women and tell them, you know, get up, you can change the social atmosphere that we're going through.
Change in you know, such an outdated tradition.
Unfortunate, but that's what we have going on.
And now we have a rap song called Dog.
Yes, and more feminism. We didn't have enough.
But like the thing is, it's feminine, but they're still feminine. You know?
Of course. This is the whole aspect of being true to yourself, of being who you are. But because they wear the hijab, but because they are true to their religion, doesn't mean they can't be feminist. It is their choice to wear the hijab. And so she came out with Mona HAYDAR. She came out with a video earlier that was called Hijabis, and this is her second song. Her second time rapping, which is kind of crazy.
And she got a real, you know, Jackie CRUZ from Orange is the New Black. I mean, that's amazing. How did she get in touch with her?
Apparently, Jackie CRUZ reached out to her after seeing her first video and being like, hey, if you write any other songs, I want to take part in it. And so this is how that collaboration happened. And it's a song to call out all of the male hypocrites in their Muslim community or any community, so to speak, just to be like, you can't criticize me for what I want to do and what I want to say.
It speaks for itself, so thank you. It's been so long since I've seen her. I'm just asking. I'm like, where's Yvonne been? Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Meanwhile, speaking of stepping up,